What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just going to share some budgeting tips for you. So I'm going to share some quick tips on how to budget your money wisely, because especially we in Jamaica, we just spend money, we just go out. So say for example, so we all go to some place to buy something, and when you reach at the place you see something else and you have to buy it. So me go share some tips on how you have to budget yourself. Alright? So before I even go there, thank you for watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I want to give a big shout out to my girl Queen Antonia. She's one of my subscribers, and she's been there from day one. She helped me to make my video where my channel to where it is today. So I just wanted to just go over on her page, subscribe to her channel, watch her videos. For the small YouTubers, you're getting there. So don't be demotivated, because you are getting there. So let's move on to this video. Alright. So tip number one. For the budget, always make a plan. Every month, every end of month, make a plan for this following month coming. Alright, guys. So for example, you give yourself a time frame to buy something, right? You give yourself a time frame, you make a budget for that specific month. Say we're in July and you give your time frame for the last of August to buy a fridge. Just giving an example, guys. Make a plan, a budget plan for that. Alright. When you're making that budget, right, you will give that budget a fancy name. You can't just say budget for August. You give it a fancy name, because you see, if you just put budget for August, it sounds so dull. Like, yeah, look funny sometime and come like you not even see. So give it a fancy name, spice it up, So you have get a fancy name like ice budget, ice cube budget, get a fancy name. So so when you look funny, entice you to continue with that budget. You understand me? Alright. My budget plan that I do, because I hear other persons talking about 50-30-20% rule. That's not my rule. My rule is 60-20-10-10. And the reason why I do that, in Jamaica, most of us are not getting as much pay. Most of us get minimum wage. So if you're going to do a 50-30-20 budget, it will not work. So what I do 60% for saving, 20%, no, sorry. I do 60% for spending, yes, 20% for saving, 10% for health, especially when you have children, you have to have health there, and 10% for others. So you have 60 for spending, 20 for saving, 10 for health, and 10 for others. So that others is a little impulsive buying them what you do. You can use the 10% there, but make sure you always have your 20% for saving, especially if you have a plan to buy something to ensure that that goal that you're going towards is met. You understand me, guys? So do next rule number 2. Do not overspend on the irrelevant things, right? So say for example, you have your grocery budget. Okay, you know you have to make that budget there too. So you have your goal budget, you have your grocery budget, you have your saving budget, right? So for example, you have the grocery budget, you make a list of things that you will need. So you're going to check your kitchen, see what you have in that kitchen from what you don't have, and then know what you have, you cross that off of your grocery list for that month. So say for example, you have a list with rice, flour, sugar, but when you check your kitchen, you check your cabinet, you see that you have a lot of rice, a lot of flour, a lot of sugar. You cross that off for the month of August, right? It depends, because if you shop weekly, then you will have a weekly grocery budget. I understand. If you shop monthly, then you will have a monthly budget. But how I do my grocery budget, I shop fortnightly. So every 2 weeks I go shopping. So you check your kitchen, see what you have, you cross it off, and then now you take that exact money. So for example, your grocery money is $10,000 Jamaican, right? Do not carry more than the $10,000 to the supermarket. Reason being, you will go there and you will see other things that you will want. I understand. You go there, you see ice cream, you have to buy the ice cream. No, remember you're saving for something. So do not bring more than the $10,000, because if you do that, then you will do impulsive buying. You understand me? So don't take more than the $10,000 if that's what you budget for the grocery list. The grocery budget do not take more than what you budget for. All right, guys. All right. For number three now, you're going to create a foolproof system for that budget, right? So say for example, you're saving to build a house. Just in case you don't put anything in place for NHD or housing fund or whatever, you're not working that much amount of money for that, you make a foolproof system for that budget. So say for example, if you're planning to build one room, right? For the time being, for the short term, you're planning to build a one room because you're in rent house, or you know, every time you get paid, that part of the money that you're saving, say for example, the 20% you're saving, 10 is for your children's savings, and 10 is for the house that you're saving to build. Every time you get that 10%, you take that money to the hardware, you give the hardware that money. So you know you can't touch it none at all. Because if you put down that money at your house or put it in the bank and say that when it reach certain amount, then I'll take it to the hardware, no, it not gonna reach. The house not gonna build. So every time you get that money for that hardware, you take it there. Eventually, the house will build. So now sit down and say, me I wait till me save a certain amount of money. Now go build. Me can't tell you. I've been there and I've done that. So same with the fridge. Same with furnitures. If you're going to buy furnitures and you said, all right, 50 grand for that just today, a Jamaica, right? And you want that just by the end of August. Every time you get a little money, you take it to that furniture store and you give them that money and take a receipt until you're finished paying for it. If you don't do that, you're not gonna get that just, especially when you have children, I can tell you. You understand me? So you have to be serious about your budget. All the impulsive buying done that. All the partying done that. You can do your hair and your nails if you're a hair and nails person, but you can't do it often like you used to do. So one time for the month, do your hair and your nails. When that year trashy, then you beat the natural year until the next month you can put in a year again. Or you can do your nails again, but not do it constantly because you're not going to achieve what you want to achieve. I am telling you. You're not going to achieve what you want to achieve, right? So, um, next thing is you'll pick the tool you want to do that budget on. So some people do it on book and paper, some people do it on spreadsheet, some people do it on their phone. What I do it on my phone and save that as my screensaver, my wallpaper. So every time I open my phone, I see it. So I'll never jump off track. Because every time I open my phone, I see it. You understand me? So you have to do things like those to achieve what you want to achieve. Same with a car. If you want to buy a car, if you keep on putting down that money, especially in Jamaica where you just get minimum wage, if you keep on putting that money at your home, mm-mm, you're not going to get to buy the car then. I can't tell you. It's either you go set up a saving plan at the bank where every time you get paid, them draw a certain amount of money out of your pay for a fixed date. So you're saying that you tell them that you don't want that money until it reach a mill where you can buy that vehicle. Then they won't give you until it reach a mill. It's either or you go do a partner where every time you get paid, you throw the partner there. Or every time you get paid, you carry the money, piece of piece, you go to the car mart until you reach the money that then give the car. It not go reach. May I tell you, if you don't do those stuff, it will not reach. So you save for your short term and you invest for your long term. So meaning, what I mean when I say that, the short term will let you reach your long term goal. So if you have something that is a short term goal, you should ensure that thing can invest in a long term. Meaning, if your goal have to put in ear and nails, you can invest no long term with that. Yeah, you know that. If you buy a car, yes. If you buy a car, you can run taxi with it. You can do charter system with it. You can do tours with it. So that will eventually invest in your long term goals. You understand me? If you have a house, if you're building a house now, you know, say, in the long run, you don't have to think about a house because you don't have a house already. So you think about a business. So you have to have save for your short term so you can invest in a long term. If you're constantly a parent or constantly a pay lease, you won't, as I said, you won't invest in your long term goals. So think wisely, guys. You have to think wisely to achieve what you want to achieve. You have to budget wisely to achieve what you want to achieve. And in Jamaica, it's not easy to budget. It is not easy. I know Jamaican can attest to that. It is not easy to budget in Jamaica because every day things raise and minimum wage now raise. It is not raising. So it's hard for budget. You have to make sacrifices for budget in Jamaica. I can tell you that. I don't know about the rest of countries, but I can tell you about Jamaica. So people make sacrifices to get what you want. My grandmother would say you have to, I can't say that on this video, but you have to whatever before you can. Jamaican phrase, you Jamaicans know that. You understand me? So even if you're there one job and the job has stress you till it can't stress you no more, you emphasize on that. Work until you reach your goal. Bend your mind to it. Play the hypocrite until you reach your goal. And then you say, you can sit down and look back and say, why all them things that we used to take just for reach you? That's what we do. Boy, you're good, you're strong. I can tell you that. People, budget. Yeah, me say budget your money. Even if a $1 a day, even if a $10 a day, it have to reach something. If you budget $100 for a year, 365 days in a year, you will make $36,500. If you budget $1,000 a day. You know how much money that you can make? $365,000. So people, budget your money. Budget them KFC and them burger there. You can buy it 1 or 2 times for the month, but not buy every day, so people. Remember you have a budget. So budget wisely. So those are my tips for budgeting. You understand me? So if you work with my tip, I can assure you you will achieve your goal like I am doing right now. You understand me? If you saw where I was 4 or 5 years back then to now, you can say yes, she is budgeting wisely. The people party them. I used to party, I'm not going to lie. But now, 1 or 2 times is good enough for me. But me not go party every weekend. Mm-mm. Not me. Cause me go party, me go spend 1 5 6 thousand in a the night, and then tomorrow me sit down and look and I say, with the 5,000 or 6,000 they could have do, man. Gambling same way, me used to gamble. Me used to play card, but guess what? Mm-mm. Not anymore. Cause that all it's take from you, that not help you. So people, budget your money wisely. Jamaicans, I know the minimum wage is beating you guys bad like myself, but you still can budget. You can budget $100. You can budget $500 out of your pay every week or every fortnight. And when we hear done, you check how much money that you have. People, member. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel as yet, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Okay, guys? So, see you next time.